you that were at the UK Business Awards on Friday have got over the event and managed to get home safely on Friday afternoon. So today's webinar is an invite to you to find out more about how to capitalise on your awards journey, and particularly how to make the most of the PR opportunity that being awards finalist or an awards winner will deliver to you over the coming weeks. So I'm really excited to be hosting this webinar today with Suzy from Reflection PR. Good morning, Suzy.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you, very good. So I'd like to just do a little bit of admin before we start today. So for those of you that have signed into our webinars before, and for those of you that haven't, you can chat with us throughout the webinar in the main chat box that you'll see on your screen now. Now, we will have a chance to answer questions at the end of the presentation this morning. So what I would ask from you is if any questions you have as we go through the presentation, please feel free to put them in the main chat box, and I will be asking those questions to Suzy at the end of the webinar. I'd be interested now, though, just to text the chat box and just do a bit of a check to see who's out there and companies. So if you do have a spare moment, if you could put your name in and which company you are from, that'd be great to see what companies we've got joining us on this webinar today, and I can give you a bit of a shout out. Okay, so the main reason for this webinar today is really to help you guys with some advice and support on how to maximize the PR opportunity that you have of being an awards finalist or an awards winner. And Suzy, who has joined us, is from a company called Reflection PR, who obviously specialize in PR and awards writing. So Suzy today will be able to talk you through some of the opportunities that are available to you. It's great. Oh, I've got Kinga here. Hi, Kinga. I remember saying hello to you on Friday. Congratulations on your award. So we've got Kinga here from Unibet. We have Beverly from Sanderson House. Good morning, Beverly. I remember speaking to you on Friday as well. I hope you're well. And Lindsay. Oh, yeah, Lindsay. I remember speaking to you as well from Solar Plants. Congratulations. I hope you had a great time celebrating on Friday afternoon. And hi to Neil from Attender. Who else have we got here? And we also have Claire from Awards Intelligence. So nice to meet you, Claire. So there's a few people that have shouted out. So I'm going to stop talking now and hand over to Suzy. And Suzy, it's really over to you.
Thank you very much, Neil. Hello, everybody. As Neil said, my name's Suzy Pettican. I'm the Managing Director of Reflection PR, which is a PR agency, and we recently set up a specialist awards division because we found that we were writing a number of award agencies on behalf of our clients. I've got 17 years of marketing and PR experience, and so I know what it feels like from your side of things. I've worked in-house agency side, and I know what it's like to sort of put those award entries together, but also from the other side I know what the judges are looking for, and you know how you can really capitalise on where you've come today. So let's kick off with just covering what you will learn today. We will be looking at how to make your PR marketing communications stand out from the crowd. Every one of you, I think, listening will either have been a finalist or a winner of the recent Business Awards. So congratulations for getting this far, and we'll sort of help you take that forward to the next step and really make you stand out. We'll be looking at digital channels and how to encourage the conversation on social media and how to maximise your success on digital channels. Awards are a really important way of motivating staff and helping to recruit the very best talent. So we'll be looking at how to motivate staff and use your award success in that way. And also, you know, awards are a great way to reflect on your business and see how far you have come. And so we'll be looking at your award success and how you can use that to enhance your business plan going through. As Neil said, there's a chance to ask questions which we'll answer at the end of today's webinar, but please feel free to ask questions as we go along as well. So, the power of awards. I probably don't need to tell you the power of awards because you've all sort of been there before, but they're a fantastic independent endorsement of your company. Many of you will know that PR is considered 3 times more powerful than advertising because of that third party endorsement. So where you've come today, you've had independent judges say that you're the best of your field. So congratulations. 70% of consumers influenced by awards when buying products and services. As we all know, there's so much choice out there today. There's so much competition, and with various different marketing channels, there's so much noise. So being award winning or shortlisted or finalist for an award really gives your company that credibility. And the good news is if you're the first time winner of an award or a finalist, award-winning companies showed financial improvement just a year after winning their first award, which is good news for everybody. So as I say, congratulations for getting this far, and hopefully we can help you kind of give your PR legs. So we will start with print promotion, or traditional media as many people will call it. You should, I think, if I'm correct, Neil, all have received a press release template from Awards International.
That is correct, yep.
Good. And I hope that you have all sort of looked at that press release template and really modified it for your company, because this will give you the sort of key facts about the awards to kind of give you the nuts and bolts of a press release to send out to the media. So I'd really look at personalising that press release for your organisation. And again, if you want any sort of tips on that, do ask, and I'll hopefully help at the end of today's webinar. But yeah, really sort of start off with looking at that press release that you've been an awards finalist or you've won an award, and then submit it to the most influential media for your company. So you know, for example, I can see from the type of companies we've got, you'll have regional media, you'll have the national media and trade media, and they're all looking for newsworthy stories about credible companies, and that's sort of winning an award or becoming a finalist gives you that credibility. So produce lists of all of the most relevant media to your organisation and send that out to your media to tell them that you've won this award or you've been a finalist in this award, because it kind of gives your company more of a story and more of a reason to speak to the journalists. We would also look at adding the awards logo that you would have received from Awards International into your marketing collateral. And I've put their tenders. A lot of you will be going for those long tender processes, and making sure that you know, spell out that you're an award-winning company again gives you that credibility and might set you apart from your competitors. So really make sure that you're making the use of the tools that Awards International have given you, and send out your press releases to the local media who want to hear about companies doing well in your field, especially kind of at the moment in this economic climate. And again, use your award logos in all of your marketing communications going forwards. Okay. So now looking at digital communications, many of you will have award logos in the footer of your website perhaps, and if you have, I would recommend you adding to your website footer. Many of you may have your own specific designated award section, which again kind of gives people credibility when they're reading about your company. So that could be journalists, that could be your future employees. So I'd really, you know, think about how you can add that logo and the fact that you've won an award onto your webpage. It may be that you've got an About Us page or our story page. So it's just giving your audience a little bit more information about your company. Most of you hopefully will have a news section or a blog section. So again, I'm sure that you're all doing this, but make sure that you pop a blog on there about that you have won an award or you've been a finalist. And I think, the difference of Awards International is you have to sort of put together an online entry and then present your award. So it's a real, good benefit that you've come this far, because not only has your entry been judged on paper, it's also been judged in a presentation panel. So I would blog about your experience and what you've learned from the day. Did you meet good people? Did you benchmark your company? Hopefully you all found it sort of an inspirational day. I can see actually that Lindsay said that you had an amazing day, which is good. So yeah, I would blog about your experience, and again, that gives you some interesting content for your website. Most of you hopefully will have social media channels such as Twitter, Facebook and LinkedIn. So again, use social media to share your success. So hopefully you took some images from the night, and you can use those images as part of your social media. I don't know, Neil, actually, whether there are any sort of images from the night that people can get directly from Awards International.
There will be a full library going up on the website by the end of the week. We're posting the awards winning images from the stage, but there'll be a full library of shots from the day. But there is an opportunity to contact us if you wanted further images. If you contact me directly, I can redirect that to our marketing team, who will be able to sort of source alternative images that might be benefit to you. We can't always guarantee that we have images of you, though, obviously, as we take a whole load of images throughout the day, and identifying you might be hard, but there will be a gallery of images you can pull from.
Great, fantastic. Yeah, I'm sure that most of you took pictures of yourself and your team of the night as well. But social media, if you have images, will increase your visibility. So I would say use lots of images from the night, pop a blog onto your website, the fact that you've won this award, and then link to those blog pages from all of your social media accounts. And even if it's a little bit of time afterwards, you've won this award, nobody can take that away from you. So it's really good content to keep using throughout your social media and marketing channels. I would also send, if you haven't already, an e-shot out to all of your existing customers or clients to tell them about your success. As I said, it's not easy winning these awards, and there's specific criteria that you had to meet. So I would send an e-shot to say that you've won this award, or you've become a finalist, and you're delighted because it shows that your company is going above and beyond, set standards in your industry. So definitely send an e-shot, and it's an excuse to have a conversation with customers, and you'll hopefully get some really positive feedback from it. Okay, so one of the reasons that a lot of companies enter awards is they're looking to set their business apart as an employer of choice. And what employee wouldn't want to work for an award-winning, ambitious company? So I think it's really important to sort of use that to not only motivate your internal staff and celebrate how far you've come and that you're an award-winning company, but also use it as part of your recruitment drives to say that you're award-winning and that you've got very high standards. So a lot of your companies, depending on how big or small you are, if you're a bigger company, you will have an intranet system or emails that go out to staff. So make sure that your team, gets that recognition from the rest of your staff at your company, and you pop a blog post up, or that your news is included in internal newsletters. For smaller companies, or bigger companies as well, definitely reward your employees for their achievements. It's we're all too busy doing our work. There's never enough hours in the day, so it's a really good excuse to step back, really celebrate how far your business has come, and go out and celebrate. And it's a real morale booster, winning awards and being recognised, so you can really celebrate as a team. Hopefully, at the awards last week, you saw some other businesses present, and you got to network with different people. So it's a really good opportunity to share best practices, not only from what your award submission, but also what you had other people talking about. So really discuss that as a team. What could you do differently next year when you enter the awards? What did you learn from other companies? So really use that internally to share best practice. And as I said earlier, use your recruitment drives. Make sure that you are positioning your company as an award-winning company in your recruitment adverts. It's very difficult to recruit good quality people, so make sure that you're doing that by saying that you're ambitious and want to go above and beyond. And finally, as I said earlier, awards are a great way to benchmark your company. You've all done fantastically well in meeting the judges' criteria for these awards, and there are very sort of strict criteria that you have to meet. So it's a really good opportunity to now benchmark your company against your competitors. Be inspired. What have you learned from the awards process? What ideas have you got that you can put into practice in the business? If you enter these awards next year, perhaps you're a finalist this year and you want to win next year. What can you take from the awards process and now put into your business that you'll make your award even stronger next year? Neil, I believe that people would have received judges' feedback.
Yep. So the judges' feedback and benchmark reports will be issued at the latest next week, and I know that they've all been completed now. We had the first draft of those sent through to us yesterday, so you will receive a full benchmark report which will measure your scores at the awards versus everybody else in your category, and it will also give you all of the comments and the feedback from your judging panel. So you'll have some really great quality feedback on your initiative and your entry, and that will be with you next week.
Fantastic. And I was a judge myself, and I know that you also got feedback after your written entries as well. So that's really good feedback on the kind of the entries themselves. But it may be that you can take that feedback and put that in place back in the office, or perhaps you just needed to be a bit clearer about what your company was doing, and again you can take that feedback forward as well. So as I said, we're all aiming to win the awards, but actually being recognised as a finalist is a fantastic achievement. And I think to sit back and look at how well your company has done and to celebrate the different successes is a fantastic part of the awards process. And hopefully you met lots of contacts at the event. I know usually social media is buzzing with lots of different companies tweeting about the event and that they've won or they're looking forward to it. So maximise that from a kind of business potential. Who did you meet at the event that you can now hook up with on LinkedIn, or is there any sort of partnership working opportunities, or it's just a really good networking opportunity, I would say. So again, as part of your kind of maximising your award win or finalist status, make full use of those contacts after the event. So I hope that has been helpful. As I said, you should all be really proud of your efforts, and hopefully this has given you a little bit of an insight into how you can sort of take your award success to the next stage. I've probably gone a little bit quicker, so it would be great to hear your questions. No matter how small or big, but just to sort of just to finish there really on a quote from one of our clients, that they're saying that awards are making their business think harder about their strategy and why they're doing things, and it's enabling them to improve their communications and talk more concisely about what we do. And if you are, and I don't know if you are PR and marketing people or if you're business owners, but PR marketing is all about getting your message across in a succinct way, and awards, force you to do that because you have specific award counts and you have to be very concise within the criteria. So hopefully you've found that the awards process has made you think more about your business and your strategy and improvements you can make.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that, Susie. We've got quite a few questions coming through here. First of all, sorry, Susie, I just wanted to correct you on one little thing. The feedback on your written entry is in your benchmark report.
Okay.
We don't issue, sorry, Susie, we don't issue any feedback on your entries prior to the awards finals, as we feel that would give people sort of an unfair positioning and tell them sort of things that they needed to amend before the actual finals themselves. But you will receive all of your feedback on your written entry and your presentation in your benchmark report. Okay, so I had a question here from Jocelyn. Jocelyn said that she didn't receive her PR email with logos, etc. So Jocelyn, I will look into that for you. If you were the main contact and a person that made the entry for the awards, then that would have been sent to you. However, it may have been sent to another email address, but I will pick that up with you with our judging team and our events team, and get that resent to your address. If you did want it sent to you directly, if you want to pop your email address over to me, then I can make sure that comes through to you directly. Okay, so I have some questions here. I have actually first of all, I've got a very nice statement here from Lindsay. Lindsay is from Solar Plants, who won the overall best UK business of 2017, as well as winning in other categories. And Lindsay says, just give it an idea of what Lindsay's doing to make the most of their entry and being the award winners, is they are adding their award-winning logos to all of their workwear and onto all of their vans. So really, really love that idea, Lindsay. What sort of impact can that sort of activity have, Susie?
Oh, it's brilliant because it will just make you stand out, won't it, from the crowd? And it's and again, awards are a really good talking point for customers. And if you've got them on your workwear, that's very unusual. I haven't heard of that, so well done. I think it will just give you that visibility and that talking point. So yeah, good idea. I like it.
Lindsay, we'd love to see some pictures. Yeah, we'd love to. One thing that you can all do, we're more than happy for you all to do, is for you all to send us a blog about your experience at the awards finals. Send us some images from your team, and we will use that content. We will use that content within our websites to help promote you. We can publish that content in our Awards International newsletter. We can also look at publishing that content in the Customer Experience magazine. So there is an open invite to everybody. If you would like for us to blog for you, publish some of your content, then please forward all of that information over to either Fiona, who I think was your awards consultant, or to myself, Neil C at awardsinternational.eu, and we will talk to you and we will sort of look at publishing that, and we will keep you posted as to when we're going to publish that content for you. Okay, so I have a question here from let's have a quick look. Question here from Lindsay Bennett, who Lindsay's saying, we'd find it beneficial to know who we sent our overall press release to. So Lindsay, we send out a sort of pretty generic press release about the awards finals and and a number of the winners in the awards finals, and that goes to a generic sort of group of publications that we have pulled together. So I couldn't really go through each one of those publications, but what I would say is when you are doing your press release, personal press release, obviously send that to the publications that you want to see it. So if there is industry specific publications that you would like to feature your awards win, please send that information. Susie, a quick question for you. When sending out press releases, how responsive do you find journalists to receiving that type of content?
Yeah, I think they're very receptive to receiving press releases, especially when they're packaged in the correct way, because obviously we know that journalists are very time poor at the moment. But yes, it's it's very powerful way to get your kind of message across. So regional media, our local regional media have an actual dedicated awards section in their newspaper and online now, where they put all award-winning companies in there as part of your wider corporate PR. Winning an award gives you a good news hook to get the journalist interested in a business story about your company. So does this award entry tie in with a business anniversary or your most successful turnover year? So again, just with the Lindsay earlier with her work, where it's a great opportunity to kind of get people to talk to you. So for journalists, winning an award gives you that credibility, because they are bombarded by lots of different stories, and it has to be newsworthy and it has to be relevant to their own region or that particular media. But it does give you a very good entry point to start that conversation. So and as you said, think about regional media, so think about newspapers, online, think about your trade press as well. They'll have lots of forward feature opportunities for you to get in with, or business sections. National press, we all know national is harder to achieve, but again, if you're an award-winning company, they haven't heard of you before, that gives you a stronger peg, if you like. So I would say, yeah, they're very receptive to receiving good news.
Okay, thank you very much. I've got a question here that's probably more for me than you, Susie, from Jocelyn Rowan. What was the total number of entries we received for the awards? Now, I don't have that number off the top of my head, Jocelyn, the total number of entries. I believe it was in the region of around 150 entries, and sort of around that sort of number. And I think on the day of the finals, we had over 70 entries presented live. So I don't know if that sort of gives you the information that you're looking for. As with all awards, obviously not all entries are shortlisted, but all of those entries that are worthy of being at the awards finals will be shortlisted. So that's really sort of how that system works. And the shortlisting is, I think, as we mentioned, that the awards is headed up by a gentleman called Dr. David Marsh, who is an extremely experienced businessman who heads up our shortlisting panel and manages that whole process for us. Okay, so I hope that answers that question. I have a question here from Sally Richmond. Hi, Sally. I hope you're well. Hi, Susie. Thank you for all your advice. In regards to PR, how receptive do you find that media are to award stories? I think you've probably answered that, Susie.
Yeah. Hopefully, I did earlier, but yeah, as I said, I do think they are. And one thing I probably forgot to say is on your press releases that you send out, on all different matter of subjects, make sure in your boilerplate, which is the bottom of the press release, you have a notes to editor section, and that essentially gives an overview of your company. It should be a very short paragraph with a link to your website, but make sure you put in there the awards that you've that you've entered and been successful in as well, because as I said, it's not just this story that it can benefit you at, it's future press releases that you're sending out as well. So but yeah, I mean, obviously we're biased, Neil and I, about the success of awards, but in terms of my company being an awards finalist has definitely helped us. It just gives you that credibility, especially for smaller companies as well as large ones.
Okay. I've had another lovely comment here from Lindsay Bennett, who has just sort of written that she's actually been in contact with their local MP about their award win, and actually their local MP is going to tweet about it for them.
Yeah,
So
that's oh.
So go on, Susie.
Yeah, I was going to say fantastic, because that's the thing. Once you get press coverage, you never know who's going to read that story. And yeah, a lot of MPs are looking out for local companies who are doing good things in their community, and their businesses are thriving. So fantastic.
Yeah, love that idea. Okay, I think that seems to be the end of all the questions. We've had some lovely comments in here. Tom Farr has put in great idea. Tom's from Solar Plants. I'm not sure what that was referring to, Tom, but I'm glad you like the idea. And Lindsay once again has come back and said that she's tagging us, the UK Business Awards, on social media and everything that they do, which is absolutely brilliant. So we can keep an eye on what's going on. Jocelyn's obviously very pleased with how well they did at the event. It was very sort of the feedback we gave her on number of entries. It was good to see what sort of competition they were up against, and what an achievement it was to actually be a winner at this event. So well, thank you very much for all of your questions. I'm just going to sort of finish off now, but there is obviously, if you've got any more questions coming in, please get them in sort of now, and we can see if we can answer them. But the last thing I really wanted to do was just to say a huge thank you for all of you on Friday for attending the awards finals and supporting the awards. We had an absolutely brilliant day, and for the first year of an event, we were blown away by the quality of the entries and just the engagement in the whole process that we saw on Friday. So thank you so much for making what was hopefully a good day for you a great day for us, because we really enjoyed hosting the UK Business Awards. And the UK Business Awards will be open again for business in the early part of next year. For those of you that did enjoy the awards experience, just like to tell you there are 3 awards currently open for entries. If anybody is keen to sort of go through this process again, maybe with a different part of their business. So we have the UK Complaint Handling Awards, which are currently open for entries. The entry deadline is next week on the 21st of November. So there is still time to get your entry in there, and you can see the awards website on the screen at the moment. We have the UK Employee Experience Awards, which are now open for entries up until the 16th of December, and this is to recognise exceptional work in the area of delivering great employee experience within businesses. And this is now being its 3rd year, so it'd be great to sort of, if you're interested in getting involved in that, please contact us. And the final awards that are open for entries at the moment are the Professional Sales Awards. So if you have a sales team that you are particularly proud of and that are making huge steps forward with regards to delivering on targets, delivering business growth, then why not enter those teams or those individuals into the Professional Sales Awards for 2017. The entry deadline for Professional Sales Awards is the 24th of February, and once again, visit our website, reach out to us, contact us, speak to your awards consultant, who will give you more information about any of these awards. So finally, thank you very much. Thank you for your time. If you do need any support from us, please don't hesitate to reach out and contact us. If you'd like us to publish any content for you, please send us content. We love getting content from our customers and republishing that content across our networks. So thank you very much. Finally, I just want to say thank you to Susie. Thank you, Susie.
Thank you. And yeah, like you just said, my email address is on the last slide. So if anyone wants any sort of advice on maximising their award win, then yeah, don't hesitate to ping me an email.
Great. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you have a cracking week. Look forward to seeing you at an award ceremony soon. Bye bye.
Bye.